It is currently August 19th, and my goal is to have my first paid in full client by the end of this month. And in today's video, I'm going to give you just a little taste of how exactly I plan on doing that. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to do is show you just who I have been learning from, who's been mentoring me essentially. One person more directly than the other two, and maybe just on based on who you see here, you may be able to take a guess. Or if you watched any of my previous videos, to you 100 subscribers out there, I appreciate every one of you. But the first person is Justin Melendez, and I'm going to go ahead and click on his YouTube channel here. He has a few thousand subscribers here and makes a whole bunch of different videos of automations, a lot of stuff within Go High Level. So whether it's using N8N automations, CloseBot, UpHex, everything you can see in this video, and you can go through his page if you'd like, but there is plenty of good information on here. And I actually went ahead and joined his school community here. So this is his premium school community, and he has just a bunch of super solid information. We have all these group calls where he goes through, coffee hours just to kind of ask whatever questions you want. And then same thing with this SaaS workshop of just how to exactly go about creating a SaaS agency for yourself. The next guy here is Nick Tan, who actually Justin in one of his videos had mentioned, and I checked him out, and he is super knowledgeable. So if you haven't seen Nick Tan already, I'll go ahead and click on his YouTube channel here. He actually made a 3-hour video talking about just how he started his agency and went from 0 to 50K a month. Again, super knowledgeable and has different school communities and a whole bunch of different links you can go to here. But it's not just these videos that I've studied, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But again, a super knowledgeable guy to base your agency off of. And the last one here, I don't even need to say his name. You know exactly who he is. If you've been living under a rock, then you still probably know who this guy is. Alex Hormozi, 3 million subscribers on YouTube. I've got both of his books currently right here, the $100 million leads and $100 million offers. He just came out with another one that was called, of course, $100 million money models. Again, I'm sure you've seen it, but I've got that on order. So super good information there. And I guess I should also probably include that, just like all of you, I am learning from ChatGPT as well. It's the best source of information out there. It's Google 2.0. It's the best. ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, whatever you use, any kind of AI, it's a great place to learn from. Now, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, it's not just these YouTube channels that I've been learning from and basing my agency off of. I've gone through funnels they've built, of course, videos they've posted, as well as tools they use. So I have a few links down below here, and this is Justin's agency right here. So he has a decorative concrete curbing agency, to where, again, super specific niche here, to where you're only going to get people in that space. And as you can see, his first qualifying question in his funnel here is, do you currently own and operate a curbing company? Watch what happens if I hit no. Unfortunately, we don't serve who exist clients who do not have that company. Now we'll hit refresh again and see what happens if we click yes. We can see it goes to the next question. I'll go ahead and put in a zip code here. We'll come to this screen that asks for currently monthly revenue. Now I already know how this goes because I've gone through it before. Spoiler alert, if I hit this under 10K right here, I'm gonna get that same message you saw earlier. So I'm gonna hit 10K to 20K, and that is when it's going to ask me for my information. And once I get this to them, it's gonna then send me to a calendar to book a time to have a consultation call. And I'm studying this and I'm showing this to you because this is something that maybe not a lot of people out there on YouTube, that they show exactly, here's how you would build a funnel if you were to build one. Not, here's my funnel. This is exactly what I use. And someone like Justin, someone like Nick, these guys I've been learning from, they put it all out there. Everything is out there. And not only that, in the premium community that I'm in, he shows everything, how to build everything, how to create the offer. I've learned more of how to create the offer from Nick, but again, that's something we'll get into. So the next thing you see here is Nick's funnel. What does that look like? Well, it's a little bit different than Justin's. So the first thing you open here is, it's 36 slides here. I believe it's 36 slides when I went through it last. So it just says click through all the slides before below to see exactly how our offer works. And there's not necessarily qualifying questions here, but it does say, it does have just a calendar here, and it does say, schedule call below. This is only for outdoor lighting companies above 300K a year. So he's calling out a very specific audience here. There are no shortage of lighting companies, outdoor lighting companies out there, but how many are making 300K a year, and how many actually have the finances, how many have the money to invest in a system like this? Again, calling out a really specific target here. But if you're wondering, I'll scroll through some of the slides just to see what exactly he has in here. He's mentioned in one video that this Google slide sheet has actually outperformed the VSL, the video sales layer that he had initially. You'll see that a lot of, once you fill out a link or input your information, you'll get a video that says, before you move on, watch this video, or before our call, please, you need to watch this video. But this is literally just a Google slideshow. So the first one that says, we'll guarantee you $100,000 of new revenue this fall through our done-for-you outdoor lighting OS system, or you don't pay us a single cent. So could not be more clear there in that first slide. Second, we created our outdoor lighting OS system to figure out the highest converted, assets most responsible for driving $10 million in sold projects for our clients. Now, I have emulated my funnel that I'm currently working on off of this, but I'm going to show you why mine is just a little bit different. And again, I'm going to get to that in a different video, but I'll give you kind of a little bit of a hint, a little precursor for the time being. So third slide here says, this led us to knowing the exact assets responsible for finding 3,600 strangers who wanted outdoor lighting, converted 2,400 to book an appointment, resulting in 970 of them closing on a build. So I'll let you pause if you want to read through some of these, but one of these slides, I believe it starts to get to here, is the proof. So if you're looking for your first client like me, you could lie, like some influencers out there or some people in marketing agency, and post some numbers. Who's to stop you from this screenshot? I could easily put this in there and make that up, but if you're one of those people, then stop watching this channel. That's not what we're doing here. So this is just a little bit of social proof saying, hey, this person collected this much money. This one here showing the Facebook advertisements that ran. They put in 27 grand and made out 400,000 of new revenue. Here's showing you the amounts from July through December of that year. And I said we built scalable acquisitions process. Again, not going to read all this to you. But if I get to the very end here, and I'll link this below. I'll actually link this whole, canvas sheet that I've got, and hopefully you'll be able to click into the links there so you can see just exactly what I'm looking at here. Okay, I was wrong. There's more than 36 slides. So it's just asking you to, if you have read through all this and you meet the qualifications, and this seems like something that you would be able to not only afford, but be willing to do, then go ahead and book below. And here's some more client testimonials. I love this one saying, I think I turned the ads off. Can you check and see if I did it correctly? I can't handle any more work this year. That is, I believe, again, this is a position I want to be in one day, but that's got to be music to Nick's ears. Turn the ads off. I can't handle the leads anymore. Come on. And the last link I'm going to show you today is the Facebook ad library. So what is this? I went into Nick's page and found his company is called Outside Leads. Well, if you go into just Facebook ad library and you search Outside Leads under all ads, you will see all these different ads. I say all these different, like there's a ton of them. There's 4 of them. But when I show them to you, you're going to think to yourself, that's it? He's making all this money just with this? I mean, this one right here specifically, if I click into see ad details, it's going to pop up just exactly what this looks like. It's a notes page from your phone. He's got some yellow highlighted text and he says, hey, book a call down here. And all the copy says is, we'll guarantee you 100,000 of new leads this fall or you don't pay. Click learn more and book a call to get started. Bonus, fill out the form and gain access to our 60-page ultimate guide to lead generation for outdoor lighting business. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this 60-page ultimate guide to lead generation for outdoor lighting business is literally just something that was punched into ChatGPT, but it provides some value, right? It provides something, it gives them an incentive to, hey, if you do this right now, then we'll provide you with this. And gosh, I mean, how much more simple could this be? And of course, if I just hit this link here, it's going to take me to that page I just showed you. But let's click into another ad he's got here. So this one's literally just has a UGC actor, so a user generated content, I believe is what that stands for. And it's just a guy that they sent a script to.
New revenue over the next 120 days, or you don't pay us a dime. We're not your average ad agency. We're a revenue growth partner built specifically for outdoor lighting pros. Our outdoor lighting OS system combines targeted ad strategies that connect you with high-intent homeowners in your area with an AI-powered chatbot that instantly responds to leads, qualifies them, and books them straight into your calendar. We use personal edited videos that showcase you, your team, your story, and the incredible work you've done. This builds trust fast and makes your ads stand out. And we target the right people by zip code, age, interests, and behaviors, so your message hits only the homeowners most likely to buy. It's a done-for-you system that delivers real results, not just clicks. As a bonus, when you fill out the form, you'll get instant access to our 60-page ultimate guide to lead generation for outdoor lighting businesses. It's packed with proven strategies, tips, and tools you can start using today. Let's bring in $100,000 for your business fast. Book your free strategy call now. What if we guarantee...
All right, so I don't know if you cared to watch that whole thing, but I thought it was pretty interesting to at least show you. So a few notable things in that video is, one, they just went on Fiverr, my guess, and hired this guy after giving him a script that was probably generated by AI. Oops. And then hired an editor to send that to and say, hey, add some little flair here and there where the words show up below, or this little phone icon shows in the back, and whatever it may be. Here's this ultimate lead generation guide where it looks like a physical copy of a book, as if it's not just some kind of URL that they're going to get sent once they book, right? So another thing, what's the call to action? Learn more. We see learn more mentioned in the copy up here, and we see it down here. That's very important that that's congruent, that this doesn't say buy now or message us or whatever. The call to action is learn more. And the last thing I'm going to mention about these ads is that if you just look from this high level view here, you can see that every copy is the same. Outdoor lighting, we guarantee 100,000. Outdoor lighting businesses, we guarantee outdoor lighting. Every single one, all 4 of these ads are the same, and they say they started running on August 6th, on August 5th. So these have been running for 2 weeks now, and it'd be something to note of how long do these last? What's their turnover in terms of ad time? Are they going to let this play out for a month? Because they say even in where was it here? In that first slide, if we go back to that first slide, we can see that they mention this fall. We can see that they mention this fall. That's important because we know, okay, well, it's not getting towards the end of summer, but fall's coming up. Say, we'll guarantee you this fall, it shows that this is current, right? So it's little things like that, little things you got to study and kind of just figure out, right? When you're building out your agency, because you don't have all the answers. Nick doesn't have all the answers. Alex Harmozy doesn't have all the answers. Nobody does. We all kind of have pieces to the puzzle, right? And so you're not going to know what actually works until you test it. And I wouldn't suggest going in the outdoor lighting niche. If you want to compete directly with these guys, have at it. But there's plenty out there to where, say if you're like myself, and I'll get into it later obviously, but in the artificial turf niche, well, I'm going to have maybe a little bit different of an offer, maybe a little bit different of a guarantee. Maybe I want companies that are making at least $150,000 a year, whatever it may be. This is just to be treated as a guide for yourself to emulate off of, but to not just copy, right? Now, this is something I probably should have shown in the beginning of the video, but this is a little bit of a roadmap. Some of these things I have done already, some which I have not, but I'm going to make some videos here in the next couple of weeks as I try to hit my goal of getting my first customer within the next couple weeks. And I'll just walk you through exactly how I'm doing it, what my funnel ends up looking like, what my ads look like, my Facebook page that I have, landing page, VSL, automations, all that kind of stuff. And most of this is going to be within Go High Level. And if you're watching this video, then chances are you're familiar with it if you're not using it already. So just wanted to lay that out there. If you made it this far in the video, then I appreciate you for watching. Please make sure you are subscribed so you can stay up to date on just how this goes. I'm only planning really on posting on this YouTube channel. I know a lot of people may try to monetize something like this with going to Instagram, TikTok, whatever it may be, and who knows, maybe if this video takes off, maybe that's what I'll do. But for now, everything's going to be here on my YouTube channel, so feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below where you're at with your agency, if you've done all this stuff already, if you have recommendations for me. Any wisdom, advice, whatever you may have, feel free to comment, because that's the whole point of this channel, is to have some interaction with people out there that are kind of in the same boat as me and on the journey to maybe working a 9-to-5 just like I am, and on the journey to, financial freedom, I suppose. So anyway, again, appreciate you watching if you made it this far, and see you in the next one.